Hello YouTubers! Y'all remember my engine hoist? Well, where I work we have a pallet lifter that we use with the crane, and I just thought that would be something really cool to have to lift pallets of heavy stuff out of the back of my truck using the engine hoist. So what I have here is some 2x3 square tubing, 5/16 wall. It's pretty heavy stuff. And then I've got a piece of 2x2 quarter here. And it is 20 inches, it'll be 20 inches wide, which the little pallets that I put stuff on at work, that will be perfect to pick those up out of my truck. I've already tacked this one in place. Let's make sure we got this in square now. Let's tack that one in there. Before I tacked it in, on the ends of these I beveled it all the way around so I have room to get in there and weld and make a nice good weld. I've just tacked the two top sides. Let's see if I can turn it over and tack the bottom. Surprise, surprise, my tack weld held. Let's check and make sure it's still where we want it. Let's get these tacked. Doggone helmet. A little chilly in the shop, so I wear my stocking cap. That'll work. Now I'm going to weld it all the way across on and get all the way around. I'll bring it back when that's all done. Okay, I got the other end all welded nice and solid, and it's parallel all the way out. Nothing moved. Everything's good. I made these little caps to cap off the ends of this tubing so it won't get moisture in it or bees, because I have a problem with bees getting into things like this and making a nest. So let me get this welded on there. I'll bring you back when I get those all done. There, I think putting those little caps on the ends give us a pretty nice finished look. And there it is down there at the other end. I'm starting to get the hang of this welding business, I think. Next step. Well, let's jump ahead a little bit because I forgot to turn the camera on. This is the upright. These are the forks, like on a forklift. And here's the part that will go like this. And I'll have to make sure it's nice and straight and everything, but then we're going to tack it on there. And I still have to burn a top piece on. The piece I'm going to put on here has 5 different holes so I can hook into 5 different places according to load level. That's what I'm going to do. So let's just measure some things here. 17.5. Oh. I'm going to be trying to figure out how to measure stuff here. Okay, that's about 13 1/8. And if I put this on here, that should be, yep, 13 1/8. So that's running parallel with those. This is a tough one to measure because these corners are round. I got 17 3/4 and about 17 1/2. About 9/16. I'm going to call that close enough. They're both about 9/16, but it's hard to get an accurate measurement because of round surfaces, and we're just going to put the welding helmet on and tack it in place. Then check it, see if it's moved. Well, who's bugging me now? Okay. More Facebook nonsense. Can't deal with this light shining in the back of my welding helmet. Okay, I beveled the end of this one, so I got plenty of room to get a lot of weld in there. I'm thinking I'm going to need a lot of strength here and here. So all my welds are going to have to be pretty strong. We tipped in about 1/8 of an inch. If that's all moved, I'm going to go with it. I got 13 inches. Actually, it's only about a 1/16 off. a little cap to this end. Back a little bit. Tight. I think while I got it sitting there, we'll just gusset that like that to give it a little more strength. Got this side on. That's good. Where am I going? The biggest problem I have welding is seeing what I'm doing. When I can see what I'm doing, things look good. But I can't see what I'm doing a lot of the time. Getting heavier and heavier. See, I cannot see where I'm at. I put the cap on the top end here, or the front end, and then I'm done until I can get back to work and burn this piece I need to there. So let's lay this down. Okay, there's the gusset to help strengthen that, because there's going to be a lot of pressure right there, and I got to decide what I'm going to do down there. I don't know if I'm going to leave it like that or try to figure out some way of gusseting that. But there's the forks, caps on the end of the forks, and the cap on the top here. It's not a lot of space in here, but most of the time I don't bring, you know, a great big tall stack of stuff home, but if it's on a pallet, I'll be able to get it out of the truck, and we only have to go from the board on top of the pallet to the top of the material, and that's 13 inches, I think, 13 and a half. So I think this will work good. Now to get the piece up here on top. Welcome back. I worked on this project Saturday, and I had to burn a couple more parts at work, so now it's Monday night after work. Here's my little gizmo that will be welded to the top for picking up with the engine hoist. I want to find out where the balance point is and put this center hole here in the center of the balance point when there's nothing on it. And I burnt a gusset to weld onto here. I'm going to weld it here, 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 across the bottom, and then in on the other side. Get it all welded in there real good and tight. That's a 1/2 inch. It was burnt out a piece of 1/2 inch plate. I'm hoping that that will help support this from wanting to bend or bend this way when I pick up something heavy. So let's get to welding. This tubing is 1/4 inch, and that's 1/2 inch. And my thing for the top's about a 1/2 inch too. That looks better. I didn't have it turned up quite high enough. little porosity there. We need to clean out this tip so it can breathe. That looked like awful. I can live with that. Let's go down this end. Things are looking a little better now. Let's take my clamp off. Now we'll get this bottom filled in here. Looks good. Let's hit this corner a little bit. That sounded like I just ran out of wire. Yes, sirree, that's what happened. Be right back. I gotta fill my wire. Okay, we got her picked up off the floor. I got a strap around it. I found a pretty well balanced center here, and I'm gonna put a little mark across there, and that's where I want to put the center of the top of this thing. I think I can weld that right there on the floor. I'll clamp into that little brace I just welded on, and we can put her on right there. Let me set it down and we'll get this show on the road. Oh, I'd be better off going like that and put the center of balance right here so that when I have a heavy load out here I can move on out. I think that's what I'm going to do. We're going to put it right there. Get it centered up. Kind of leaned over on me. Got to put a ground on. Unfortunately, right now I don't have a pallet that we can try to pick up. But you get the idea. There it is. Now all I need is a load of steel on a pallet from work to give it a shot here, give it a try. Thanks for watching. Nothing left to do but give it a paint job. I'll show you the first time I get to use it.